Hey guys, so here's 5 strange reasons that women might prefer bad boys and how we can improve society to ensure that this conflict doesn't occur. Starting with number 1, the realization that women aren't really good at creating a legacy or wanting to, lead a family and make a family work and whatnot. Women are naturally more into like culture and fun and doing fun stuff and like cooking and they're into child rearing. And so their job in society is to be nurturers and caretakers because most women naturally prefer to do that. It's not really their job to make society work, maintain it, and to make marriages work. It's men's job. And it's also not their job to look out for their own safety and their body. That's supposed to be the job of other men and particularly their fathers and male guardians and brothers and whatnot. And so the complication has been that these quote-unquote bad boys or basically attractive but predatory men, they have capitalized upon this nature of how women are followers, and they basically trick women. And they may not be able to marry women, but they may be physically attractive, may be able to please women in the bedroom and everything like that. And consequentially that women, number 2 is, so number 1 is that it's not women's job to lead relationships and look out for themselves. Number 2 is that basically women essentially don't like look out for themselves, and they're not good at picking out and choosing the right mate because they don't really think in these long-term deals or projections, and so also women don't find men attractive who are committing to them because they see it as this, that the man can't he won't be able to attract any other women, and like him taking himself off the quote-unquote dating market or marriage market, it makes him unattractive. But the reality is that that's what helps to define a man. But like I was saying, number 3 is the reality that women have much, like they get like charmed and tricked and seduced more easily, and they also have this higher capacity for the sensual, physical, sensational pleasure, intimate pleasure, and so they could get addicted to guys who really arouse them or stimulate them a lot, and so this isn't about me or others being jealous of, say, the most physically attractive men, but instead it's about a recognition that that women can always want more and more, and they always want the richest and the most attractive and everything. They want it all. They want vacations, they want kids, but then they also want their jobs and everything, and a job is the most important the kids are, and child rearing is the most important job that any, man or woman could have. Like it's like it's what men would sacrifice their lives for if necessary. That way the woman could at least raise the children. Like and men do that by working a lot. And so another problem is women get bored easily. So they always need to have more, they need to be entertained. And the truth is, guys, is that men in the past knew all this. That's why there were all these strict gender separation rules, rules to kind of manage women's activities and behavior, because it was obvious. And the only reason all this isn't obvious now is because we grow up around women, and so we're kind of blinded, and it's almost like women have this ability to kind of dominate the culture if they take it over, and because they're able to talk more and everything, and so they kind of lead the narrative if they're allowed to be in charge. But the reality is they don't look out for themselves, and they do need a benevolent patriarchy in order to protect them. Like women hate the two men who probably care most about them: their father, who doesn't want them to be promiscuous, and their husband, who they don't care about. They'd rather just be able to have quote unquote intimate freedom to do whatever they want intimately with anyone. And again, like, bad boys capitalize upon this. And really, it's not boys, because honestly they're men, and so we should label them as such. They're bad men. And so where do we go from here? Well, we can look at it as life is difficult, or we can look at it like there's things for us to learn and grow and make society stronger, where because men want a woman who's not been with any other men, but women want a man who's been with other women. So it's just this whole strange, like, it's just how women are. And so we need to outsmart all of that, and we can outsmart all of that. And thanks for considering. Aloha.